Brown. I'm from PhillyFashionistas.com. So a lot of you have emailed me asking me how I do my eye makeup. So today I wanted to share my tips and secrets that I picked up over the years. Alrina actually took the liberty of putting makeup on her entire face. She's evenly covered up, and I'm going to create the higher cheekbones. So I'm gonna apply the Orgasm by NARS, which I blogged about before. It's really light and it comes on really evenly. So I use a really fluffy brush to apply it just below the cheekbones to give her a little softness, but also make her cheekbones stand out. Once we applied the blush, I'm going to start on her eyes, and what I'm gonna use is a pretty flat brush to just cover her eyes, starting from the inner eye into almost the center, because what I like to do is I like to break up the eye into 3 different colors. The lighter color, which is like a creamier white that I use, I put on the inside. The center needs to be a little bit golden, a little bit on a pink or like a peach side, and then the ends are gonna be dark to make the eyes pop and make them a little cattier. So I'm going to begin with this creamy looking Laura Mercier, which it's called Morning Dew. I'm not sure if it's discontinued, but I have matte colors like this as well. This happens to be matte color, but you can also use a shimmery color as well. For the center color, what I like to use for Arena, I'm going to use today, it's called Expensive Pink. It's by MAC. You can tell that I've been using it a lot. It is my absolute favorite color. So it's a little on a peachy side, a little bit gold, and also has a little bit of pink in it, hence the Expensive Pink. But it looks absolutely fantastic on the eye. It's very, very natural, but it also has a slight shimmer, so it's not a true gold, but almost like a pink gold. Now for the outer contours of the eye, I'm going to use a darker color. And Arena happens to like brown, and I agree, I think it looks really good with her skin tone. I have this really nice Dior that has 3 different gradients, and I'm going to use the darkest one. So really the technique is you have to end it where the eyebrow ends to give it that angle. Now the fun part starts when you start lining the eye, because you can give it whatever shape you like. I happen to use, and this is a little old, right now YSL actually came out with a new pencil, and it's number 1. It is really soft and really dark, and it won't smudge. So it kind of contradicts itself, but it's awesome. And we're going to line the inner lids of the eye, just the inner lids, and also the corners. I'm going to extend this line and give it a catty eye, so I have a template as far as where I'm gonna start the other dark color. The dark color that I like to use is actually not black. I do have black, but this is Meet the Fleet by MAC, and I love this color because it's a dark purple, but almost black, so when it comes onto your eyes, it actually blends in really well with the eye pencil. And the whole trick to this is to have all the colors flow into one another and not have that disjunction. Pile it on as much as we can onto the very, very end to make the eyes appear bigger and sexier. I would also recommend that you do the crease, but not too dark. So when you close the eyes, people will definitely notice that it's very dramatic. How I complete this look is I actually meet that line that we created with the pencil. I like to meet it with the eyeshadow. Perfect. I also do 2 final touches. I have a loose powder that's a little bit of a gold, a little bit of a pink from MAC, and I do this a little bit unconventionally. I do it with my finger. It looks really, really pretty at night because it picks up the light, and in pictures. And also to highlight under the eye and actually opens out your eyes and makes your eyes look bigger. I use this Chanel liquid liner. You shake it, and it has a little wand, and it's almost the same color as the MAC. So if you don't happen to have the liquid liner, I would just recommend you using a small angled brush to apply the loose powder that I applied as a highlighter right under the eyes. And this is really subtle. You just do it in the very end of the eye. The mascara that I like to use is Lancome L'Extreme. It is not too wet, so it doesn't make your eyelashes stick together, but it really, really, really does extend them and make them look longer. Now, I don't put mascara under the eye, but I do on the bottom lashes, but I do the corners. I put everything dark on the corners to sort of open up the eyes. And I also have a little tip. I use the same loose powder that I use to highlight the eye. I like to use it to highlight the cheekbones. Orgasm by NARS already has some shimmer, but this adds just a touch. It's perfect for nighttime. I would not recommend doing this during the day. And then the fun starts. We're going to pick the lipstick. Because we made the eye makeup sort of dark, I want to use a very neutral lipstick. This is my favorite. It's by YSL. It's number 1. And it is the prettiest shade of pink you could possibly imagine. It's very nude, and usually I will cover up my lips with concealer, but in this case, the lipstick is so soft and so creamy that it actually goes on your lips without a primer. And the final touch, what I like to do to give the lips a little dimension is, because this lipstick is pretty matte, I like to add a little shimmer to it. So I have this Dior Kiss, and oftentimes I'll also use a YSL lip shimmer, but this one's good as well. So what this does is, I'm gonna put it only on the tip of the lips, and it will give them that 3D dimension and make them look wet and glossy. Perfection. So this is how you do the smoky eye, the cat eye. Before I go out at night, I'll go over it, and sometimes I will add a little black to the ends, but you can see that the crease is a little bit darker. The center gold color, peachy color that we use makes the eyes 3-dimensional, but at the end of the day, it makes her opens up her face, and it makes her have the sexy catty eye. This is perfect for every day, but if you wanted to dress up at night and make it a little bit more dramatic, what I would recommend is that you wear a liquid liner. Now, liquid liner dries up really quickly, so I'm generally not a big fan, but I discovered this MAC, it's a gel MAC liquid liner, Black Track, and I've had this for over a year, it hasn't dried up, and I apply it with a little angled brush, and you can make the line as thin or as thick as you'd like. I like a little bit thinner, but I do drag it out past the eye. And we're going to try to apply that to Arena's eye now that after she already has some makeup on. Generally, I would recommend that you put it on before, but sometimes you come back from work, but you want to dress it up and give yourself a more dramatic look for nighttime. So this is also an option. And since this is not really liquidy, it comes on pretty easily. Perfect. It really does make it a lot more dramatic. I mean, that's really the difference between nighttime and daytime makeup. And now she's ready to go out at night. Thank you so much, and please see us again next Friday for next Friday's vlog at phillyfashionistas.com.